Hello everybody and welcome back to another malware test. Today we're looking at something that from the outside would be relatively hard to tell that it is illegitimate. I mean, they've been quite clever here. I'll try and show the email they sent me on screen, but what they've done here is rather genius. So first of all, the link they send in the email, the only difference is that it uses this domain, capture1.ug, but rather than doing what most of these guys do, which is cloning the website of the legitimate company, which we'll show as well, they redirect you. Now you may be thinking, if they redirect you, how are they going to get you? And here is what they've done. Even the download link in the email, which looks like this, is real. See? We're on the real website. It redirected. They do that to establish confidence in the fake domain, because now you can see clearly we're on the legitimate website. We are not on a fake website. Okay then. So why are we making this video? We wouldn't do that if this was a legitimate website. That would be a complete waste of my time. So let me show you the trick. So there is a media package. This is the file, and this downloads a zip file. And I don't really need to go through this because we already have this zip file. So the first thing we're going to do is we've extracted it, and here we go. So we've got banners, product images, support assets. So let's just say banners. And like, this looks good. This looks really good. You know? Michelle Watt, I don't know. This might be like real materials. I could believe that. Go up. Without CTA, or with CTA, let's see. So there we go. Easily could be believed that you're making an ad for this. So, summer promotion assets, empty banners. All of this is legitimate. Promotion influencer videos. Now here's where these people have been a bit crafty. So take a look at these files. They've even added a legitimate file to help fool you. So this is a real MP4 file. Although, as far as I can see, this isn't what we think it is. Let's see. Doesn't have anything to do with... Oh, does it? I'm trying to see what's on the MacBook there. Caption. I don't know if this... Yeah, this is maybe even a legitimate advertisement. So, you look at that and you think, okay, that's great. Now here's the clever part. So on Windows by default, the .scr extension would not show. You would just see the .mp4, and this is a trick used, and Microsoft should kill this. I've ranted about this in other videos, but it is incredibly stupid how Microsoft allows companies and people to do this. So the .mp4 is a fake extension. The real distinction is the SCR. Now, for those of you who don't know, Windows has a weird thing where all executable files are equivalent. Linux works like this too, but Windows has a specific version of this, where you can compile any of the executable files, such as exe, com, scr, and bat as well, although I think bat and cmd are interpreted differently because they're interpreted by the command line interpreter. But all of these are the same thing. So the result of that is that you can disguise something as a screensaver. Fun fact, by the way, a file with any extension that is executable can be executed using the command prompt, because the command prompt checks if it's executable before it checks the extension. So let's get an idea of what's going on here. So first of all, let's copy this to documents and make it an exe file, and see if that gives us a bit more information as to what this file really is. So we may get a bit more metadata. The application is called Selfcam. It's supposedly written by Microsoft, and its original file name is dll import attribute.exe. We can run this through VirusTotal, which will give us a little bit more information. This may not... I don't know if this is going to do anything. Oh, right, because you can Alt-Tab, Edge-Tabs in Windows 10. Okay, we'll drag this in. We'll compute the hash, and that's just to see if the file has already been uploaded. And it appears it has. So, for vendors like this is malicious. So that's actually incredibly low. So good work on that. Let's see community, no comments. So that means that this is... Oh, it's 6 hours ago. So someone else probably did what I did. So, details. Alternative names. Ooh, so someone else has also... So this scam isn't just distributed. Move API. So that's good, though, to see that other people are also checking if this is legitimate. Unfortunately, Windows Defender does not currently detect it, which is the one that matters, because that's what saves people. I've disabled it on this VM just so that we can test it more, but okay. So I guess we might as well run it. Enough of blabbering on. Okay, this is small screen, just saying it's unknown, I know that. But this is how you can tell it's not a legitimate screensaver, this is an exe file. And visibly nothing has happened, but that doesn't mean that nothing has happened. Let's open up app data and go to local temp, which is where this stuff often likes to hide. So far I'm not seeing any obvious indication. VMware. Oh, that's just... But, let's give this a bit more time. So far no obvious. Let's run this again just to see. Let's go to Task Manager and get an idea. Okay, this is running. It's just running out of here. It's not doing any items encoded in a format that's not supported. Now, I reckon this is not a legitimate error message. This is put up to explain why the file didn't work. That's another clever aspect of this. Now, what it's done, most likely, I'm going to see if I can find any evidence of where this is hiding. Some of them hide, some of them don't. Some of them just run once and purge. Okay, run again. So item was encoded. Now, one way you can tell this isn't real is that the real Windows Media Player would support hide API. And we can see that it is in fact our sketchy exe that has run this. So essentially, the way this is intended to work is you think you're playing the MP4, it tells you it's not supported, and that's that. Very easy for you to fall for this. Let's try and see if we can get any idea what's going on here. If we go to app data, temp, and watch it live as we run this. Here we go. I'm also going to verify that this isn't creating a service or otherwise, because there's a couple ways that these programs can be persistent. But refresh and refresh. I reckon right about when the error message pops up is probably when it starts doing its dirty work. It's quite slow. Or it's simply going to fail to run again. Oh, it's definitely running. It's good to know. It seems to be running quite slow. Okay, so maybe it's doing something somewhere else. Okay, so let's go into Task Scheduler. This is a good way of finding out. This doesn't look like it's persistent. Okay, that's legitimate. On OneDrive, that's a curious bug, but as far as I know, this is... I'm also going to go to Windows Security and re-enable it, just so that we can see if that's going to have any effect. Possibility it will kill the payload midway. Because sometimes it can, through heuristics, even if it doesn't detect a threat, it can determine that something is awry. Put all these back on, turn on. No, we don't want OneDrive, and there we go. So, I'm just going to run another instance so that it... Ooh. That's good. So, Windows Defender has gone off and has busted it. MSIL Stealer Loader MTB. So, there we go. Severe. Running on your device. So that should hopefully... It's still here though. But I think it... Did it kill the... Okay, so it did immediately automatically remove the file. Okay. Okay, that doesn't make much sense. It was removed and then reinstate. Okay. Well, we can just scan this with Windows Defender. Block threat. Not sure if my Windows Defender installation has gone wrong, or if this is somehow submitting. Okay, let's try the SCL file. I'm a bit concerned that a different extension might be able to avoid scrutiny. Which does seem to have, because Windows Defender did not call these out, so that's curious. Let's go back to VirusTotal and upload the SCR version, which may hash match or it may not. I don't... No. It does seem to... Okay, it hash matches, so that's interesting. DLL import attribute.exe. I want to look this up and just see if there's anything about this file. Another name. Every antivirus vendor has a different name for the same thing, so doesn't mean it's a different virus. Yeah, seems like there we go. This one is spoofing Hewlett Packard. Curious. So I think that's going to be all for now, but don't install this, don't run this, and I just thought this was a particularly clever YouTube stealing malware scam campaign because it's disguised so well. You're going to the real website, and the place every other one gets you on the download page. That's what had me confused, is okay, but this is the legit download page, so how are they getting in? The media package is where the malware lies, which is one of the more interesting implementations. So I guess props to the malware developers, I guess.